invite you to remain standing for our opening invocation. God of grace and mercy, on this day we have much to celebrate. We invite your presence into this place with us. We celebrate the graduating class and each of their unique journeys during their time at Grandview. We give thanks for their perseverance in difficult times, and we praise you for each of their achievements. We know each person comes into this place today with different accomplishments to celebrate, scars which remind them of the battles fought to get here, and individual wishes and prayers for their futures. We lift up everyone's intentions and hopes to you, gracious God. In celebrating them, we celebrate the people whose sacrifices have brought about this day: family, friends, staff, coaches, alumni, and the many others supporting them on their journey. Finally, in celebrating these students, we celebrate you, the author and sustainer of all creation. We now commit these graduates and this ceremony into your loving care. Amen. You may be seated. I now invite Christian Murray, class of '98, chair of the Grandview Board of Trustees, to the podium.
Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire Grandview University community, congratulations to the class of 2025. As I welcome you here today, I also want to extend a welcome to those graduates and family members who are viewing the live stream of this ceremony. We are glad you are able to join us for this special event. Today's celebration is the culmination of hard work that you've put into your education. While celebrating all you have achieved, we also look forward to the next steps in your great journey. Whatever those next steps may be, we hope you will treasure the education, experiences, and relationships you gained while at Grandview. When you leave this ceremony as the newest alumni of Grandview University, you will go with all of our best wishes for your future. Again, congratulations, and I invite Elizabeth Joe to the podium.
Thank you, Chris. Let me pull this down. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Joe, and I've had the honor of serving as your Viking Council President. On behalf of the student body, I would like to welcome you all to the 2025 Grandview University Commencement Ceremony. To our esteemed faculty, Board of Trustees, staff, administration, alumni, family members, friends, guests, and my fellow Vikings. Thank you for being here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2025. Thank you for always believing in us, standing by us, and helping shape the people we are today. Today marks a major milestone, the result of years of dedication, perseverance, and growth. When many of us first started this journey, we believed success was measured by only grades, awards, or accomplishments. But after 4 years of long nights, early mornings, unexpected challenges, and moments where we weren't sure we'd make it through, we learned something much greater. Real success is built on resilience, character, and the relationships we form along the way. In a world that can often feel divided and uncertain, empathy has never been more important. It is the empathy we've shown each other, offering a listening ear, a helping hand, or a simple word of encouragement that has strengthened our community and prepared us to leave a positive mark wherever we go next. One second, sorry. Our journeys were not without obstacles. Many of us leaned on our faith, leaned on each other, and found strength within ourselves to push through the toughest days. That strength, spiritual, mental, and emotional, brought us to this moment, and it will continue to carry us forward. To my fellow graduates, I wish you nothing but the best in all your future endeavors. I hope you take with you the lessons, the memories, and skills we developed here at Grandview. I hope you use them to pursue every dream, every goal, and every aspiration you hold. Congratulations, class of 2025. Work hard, lead with empathy, walk with faith, and always remember, once a Viking, always a Viking. Skol Vikes, thank you.
Thank you, Ella. Class of 2025, this is it. You made it. Congratulations. Yes, you can cheer for that. Some of you came to Grandview University in the fall of 2021 and have spent 4 straight years on campus. For others, your journey may have been longer or shorter, may have started elsewhere, or may have included some interruptions along the way. Whatever your path to this graduation stage today, you made it, and we are so incredibly proud of you. Truly, today is a celebration of your accomplishments. It marks the end of your pursuit of the degrees that we will confer on you today. While today is an ending, it is also ascending into your new beginning. That's why it's called commencement. We are sending you into the next chapters of your lives, hopefully with excitement, confidence, and hope. Excitement about what lies ahead for you, confidence that you have been well prepared, and hope that you will positively impact the world. At this time, I am pleased to introduce our student commencement speaker, Connie Welcher. Connie is a dual major in social work and political science with minors in sociology and honors. Her academic journey reflects a deep commitment to understanding systems, advocating for equity, and serving her community with both compassion and insight. Throughout her time at Grandview, Connie has been a passionate and engaged leader. She served as Viking President of Clubs and Orgs on the Viking Council, Vice President of Clubs and Orgs on the Viking Council, President of the Non-Traditional Student Alliance, and was an active member of the Women's Empowerment Club, the Social Work Club, and the Black Student Union. Whether uplifting underrepresented voices or building bridges across campus communities, Connie's dedication has made a lasting impact on her peers and staff and faculty alike. Looking ahead, Connie will continue her mission of service and advocacy as she pursues a Master of Social Work here at Grandview University. She embodies the spirit of perseverance, purpose, and progress that defines this graduating class. It is my pleasure to present to you our student speaker, Connie Welcher.
Thank you, Dr. Keck. Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to take a moment and breathe. Okay. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today. Graduates, families, friends, faculty, and all of the dreamers who made this moment possible. Before I go any further, I want to take a moment to honor someone who isn't here with me today, but whose presence is deeply felt, my dad, Dennis Jackson. We lost my dad in 2017, and while most people here have never met him, he's a big part of the reason why I'm standing here today. It's no coincidence that commencement falls on May 4th, Star Wars Day. My father was a massive Star Wars fan, and when I mean massive, I say massive. I mean, my brother's middle name was Jedi, so enough said, all right? But it wasn't just about the movies, it was about the message. He believed in the power of good and the strength of everyday people and the importance of fighting for what was right. He loved the idea that hope could spark a rebellion, that love and justice could light the way, even in the darkest moments. Along with my mom, Bonnie, who's here with me today, They were the ones who first taught me about the world outside of myself, to show up for others, to speak up even when your voice cracks. They planted the seeds of compassion and community and courage that have grown into the work that I do and the person that I'm becoming. So while he's not here in person, I carry him with me in my heart and my purpose and in the way that I move through the world. And for that reason, I dedicate this speech to him. Thank you, Mom, for being my rock. And Daddy, we finally made it. When I was asked to give this speech, I was told to reflect on what I've learned and how I've grown at Grandview. And now, I don't think that they meant for me to recite every fact that I gleaned from a textbook or a lecture. And I'm pretty sure that no one's here to hear about how I can use statistics for social work or research methods to analyze why, despite having a 50% chance, I get the door between Rasmussen Hall and the Skywalk wrong 100% of the time. It's because it's pull, not push, but it's a whole other thing. And I'm sure I don't need to explain how women in gender studies or race and ethnic studies helps me understand the social structures that shape the world. But it could help me explain why everyone, regardless of race or gender, can agree that scheduling back-to-back classes in the Wellness Center and Ealing's Hall should probably be considered a human rights violation. But seriously, today isn't just a celebration of diplomas and degrees. It's a celebration of growth, not just academic, but personally. Because we didn't just learn facts and figures. We learned how to show up, how to adapt, how to move forward, even when the road got tough. So rather than listing what I've learned and how I've changed, what I want to do is share something personal, the story of how I got here today. My path started in a tough place, homeless in 2011. 10 out of 10, I do not recommend it. I had moved to Iowa in 2009 with my sons, leaving behind a supportive family in California. I knew absolutely no one here except my husband, who I had only just reconnected with a month earlier. It's a whirlwind love story, and I'll tell you some other time. But he really didn't have a community here either, or family. So it was just us against the world. By the end of that year, however, tragedy struck, and he had a medical emergency that put him in a coma for 10 days. One that we never could really recover from financially. So when the recession hit Iowa, it hit us hard. We had no one to lean on, no community to rely on, and we ended up losing everything. We lost his business, our home, our pets, our security. That summer was one of the worst times of my life, and I'm not talking about having to live in one room with 4 stinky men for 3 months. It was the idea that as a mother, I was not strong enough to keep my family safe and sound. It was absolutely devastating to me. So we decided to return to school, determined that education was the way out, the way to make sure that this never happened again. I started strong at DMAC, planning to complete a teaching degree that I had attempted twice before, because, third time's the charm after all. But in 2014, just before finishing my associate's degree, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. But I was determined that this was not going to stop me. I had my surgery and pushed through chemo to graduate with honors, ready to move on to complete my education at Simpson College. I know, I'm sorry, I know. But in 2015, the cancer came back. It had metastasized and spread to my pancreas. And then the next year, it spread to my lungs. I was told that I was never going to beat it. I was never going to beat it, only manage it, and that was going to be with some difficulty because the side effects would keep me from ever realizing my dream of teaching. For nearly a decade, I put aside my goals and decided to just be a wife and mother and an amazing community member here in Des Moines. Simply surviving, really with no real purpose or passion outside of keeping my home, raising my very busy children, and a few extras, volunteering here and there in my kids' lives, and taking part in a few social justice activities. But don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved my life. But I always felt like there was something missing, some part of me that just wasn't enough. So fast forward, spring of 2022, a friend of mine from DMAC graduated from Grandview with her master's in social work. I was so proud of her. But if I'm gonna be totally honest, I was a little jealous too. Maybe a lot jealous. And then later that year, I kept coming across these commercials for Grandview. Now, I believe that when the universe starts talking to you, you need to listen to it. So I jokingly mentioned to my husband, I should go back to school. I was thinking that he would do his job and talk me out of such a crazy idea. But no, instead, he took that moment to agree with me. Obviously, he did not understand the assignment. So I applied to Grandview at the last minute and went back to school one more time. I came to Grandview in the spring of 2023. I was determined to finally complete my master's degree because, you know, fourth time's the charm. I knew absolutely no one on campus, and to be honest, I was totally okay with that. I had no intention or time to get to know anyone. I was just gonna put my head down, do my work, and get that degree and be gone. I knew that my self-motivation and grit to do it all on my own, and I mean, I had survived relocation, homelessness, cancer, and even a missed communication on my husband's part. No sweat, I got this. I really had no time or intention to meet anybody. I mean, after all, I was a 50-year-old wife and mother. Most of my fellow classmates and even some of my instructors were younger than my children. What could I possibly have in common with any of them? Not to mention, what would any of them have in common with me? I mean, it's not like you come to college to hang out with your mom. I didn't need anyone, and I was sure that none of them needed me. That was until two women entered my life and changed absolutely everything. The first is Dr. Amy Getty. Because of her, I found my purpose on campus. She connected me to two groups that changed my life. The first was the honors program, where I could share my wisdom and point of view with some of the most amazing minds I have ever met. They helped me regain a passion and a joy for learning that I had lost those 10 years. They sparked a flame inside of me that I thought was gone. So to my honors kids, thank you for accepting me as one of you. Dr. Getty also invited me to join the Women's Empowerment Club. At the time, it was a small club that needed someone to encourage and support them and maybe drop a little experience and wisdom from time to time. Kind of like a mom. Hey, that's what I am. I'm a stand-in mom extraordinaire. I absolutely loved the chance to show up for these wonder women, these shield maidens of Grandview. I figured it wouldn't take much time. It's just one club to start. And then it was 2. And then it was 4. And then the student government. And then starting another club for the Non-Traditional Students Alliance. And yes, it made me insanely busy. But it gave me a sense of purpose and belonging that I had been missing. So I became a stand-in mom for whoever needed me, because this was how I could show up for Grandview. The other change maker in my journey was Dr. Kathy Beck-Cross. After I spent my first semester pursuing an organizational studies business degree, which I absolutely hated, I felt lost. I knew I wanted to go into nonprofit work or public policy, heck, maybe even welcome your vote someday. But what do you study for that? So I was sent to her because my admission advisor thought that what I wanted to do really sounded like social work. But I was adamant. I did not want to be a social worker. I mean, I had my own problems. I don't want to have to deal with everybody else's. So I sat in Kathy's office, and she listened to my dreams. And she told me, yes, I did want to be a social worker. She talked me into changing my major because she knew where I fit in all along, even when I didn't. She helped me find my calling. And because of her, I am honored to walk across this stage today with the most badass social workers the world is ever going to see, and I am proud to call you my friends. I thought I came to Grandview to finish a degree, but what I found was something much more valuable: a family. That was never clearer than last spring when Grandview showed up for me. I woke up Tuesday morning of finals week ready to attend my political science final test, only to find that my whole left side wasn't working. I was unable to walk and I could barely speak. I had had a stroke in the middle of the night, and all I could think was, oh my God, I don't have time for this. I had presentations to give and a test to take and a project to complete. I mean, people were counting on me. I was counting on me. And while my husband and son were frantically trying to get me dressed so that I wasn't naked when the ambulance showed up, all I could worried about was trying to find my laptop so I can email my professors about my assignments. I desperately needed to figure out how to get my work turned in to pass these classes. But they all said the same thing: don't worry about school, just get well, just come back. They offered extensions, made accommodations. One even let me forego the final because I had a good enough grade and gave me a B for the class. Yeah, to reduce my stress. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Casey McGinnis. No, but really, when I panicked and I needed support, my professors showed up for me because we're a family at Grandview. While I was in recovery, I was at the lowest point emotionally. I felt alone and defeated and frustrated that my body was once again betraying me. And I was thinking about quitting for good, until I received a card from Casey McGinnis. Yeah, I forgave him. The card had a picture of my honors class in it, and everybody had signed with words of support and well wishes. And after that, I received notes and flowers and calls and texts, even snaps and DMs from students I barely knew, all with words of encouragement and hope for a speedy recovery and a return to school. In my darkest moment, when I needed you the most, my fellow classmates showed up for me, because we're family at Grandview. When I returned to campus in the fall, I was welcomed home by students and faculty, staff, and administrators, and while I was grateful to be back, I was burdened with the financial stress that my stroke had put on my family, and it showed. I had lost my shine. My advisor, John Howe, noticed this and checked in with me. I told him how my family was on the verge of being evicted, and I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to complete my studies in the spring. I just couldn't believe that this was going to happen again. He encouraged me to apply to the school's emergency grant fund. Boy, was that hard. It was like the hardest thing in the world for me to ask for help. But that financial help kept us in our home and allowed me to finish my education and stand here today. Because when my family was in dire need, my school showed up for me, because we're a family at Grandview. You might have been like me when you came to Grandview. You arrived with a strong sense of purpose, but uncertainty as to where you would fit in. But today you will walk across this stage as part of a community because you found a place at Grandview. You didn't merely survive your classes and coursework, you thrived because you found a community that encouraged you to be your best selves. And whether you found your besties or your bros or your peeps or your tribe, just know that we all fam at Grandview. That's the lesson. That's the most important thing that I learned, is that growth does not happen in isolation. It flourishes in the presence of others who uplift and challenge and support you. Because when the rough days hit, and they will, it's this community that's going to have your back, 100%. Today we gather to celebrate intelligence, perseverance, and academic achievement. And make no mistake, those are things worth celebrating. We've earned this day. Celebrate it. But as your stand-in mom, I have to tell you one truth that most people won't say out loud. Your intelligence is a blessing, but it's a burden. Because once you've learned to really see, you can't unsee. You notice the cracks behind polished smiles, the quiet desperation behind casual words. You hear what's not being said. You question the status quo. You start to see the systems for what they are, not what they claim to be. Thing is, most people get to live in a kind of blissful ignorance, but not you, not anymore. You are cursed with clarity, and with clarity often comes loneliness. Because surface level doesn't satisfy us, and true depth, that scares people. You begin to realize that this world wasn't built for minds that ask why. It was built for those who follow the script without question. So, if you've ever felt out of place, misunderstood, too much or too intense, your stand-in mom here is here to tell you something that you need to hear. You're not broken. You're awake. And that is both your burden and your power. Because you may walk through the world that's asleep, but you carry the light of awareness. And with it, the potential to question, to create, to disrupt, and to lead. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to change the world. So don't dim your brilliance to make others comfortable. Let it shine. Let it burn. And know that while your path may feel lonely at times, you are not and never will be again alone. We see you. We need you. You are one of us because we're family at Grandview. So as we step out from these classrooms and into the world beyond, let's carry more than just knowledge. We carry perspective, resilience, and purpose. We are not just graduates. We're thinkers, challengers, bridge builders, and game changers. And even when the path ahead feels uncertain and the door says pull and you keep pushing, remember this: you've made it through. You've learned, you've grown, and you've awakened to a kind of clarity that will shake up the world and galaxies far, far away. So keep asking the hard questions. Keep building this community. And most of all, keep showing up for each other and for those who come after us with the fire that got you here in the first place. Lastly, to my husband and my children, thank you for going on this journey with me. I couldn't have made it without you. So, without further ado, congratulations, class of 2025. May this force be with you always. Now I invite President Keck back to the podium for a few words.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Ella. Let's give a round of applause for our two speakers today. I have one more treat for you this afternoon with regards to our commencement speaker, the Honorable Connie Boesen. Connie Boesen was sworn in as the first female mayor of Des Moines in January 2024, after serving as an at-large member of the Des Moines City Council since 2017. Her mayoral priorities include economic development, neighborhood revitalization, transportation, housing, mental health, social issues, and supporting our youth. Prior to serving as a council member, Connie worked as a buyer for Yonkers Department Store for 30 years and was also a member of the Des Moines Public School Board from 2003 to 2017. A proud graduate of East High School, she also attended Grandview University. Since 1988, Connie has owned and operated Appalicious and the Salad Bowl stands at the Iowa State Fair. From one first female to another, Connie, please help me welcome Mayor Connie Boesen.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to the class of 2025. You did it. It's an honor to share this experience with you, as I too, as Rochelle said, was a Grandview student many years ago when it was called Grandview College. Since its inception in 1896, the university has undergone many changes, such as having the first graduate in 1901, receiving full accreditation as a four-year college in 1975, and installing the university's first female president, Rochelle Keck, in 2022. You beat Des Moines. Along every turn, the university pivoted, found success, and continued forward. As a proud East Sider and mayor of Des Moines, I cannot thank this university for the commitment they have made to Des Moines, and more specifically, the East Side. After graduating from East High, my plan was to go to Iowa State University and major in textiles and clothing so I could become a retail buyer. I started at Iowa State, transferred to Iowa, and left, got married in 8 weeks. Was not too popular with my parents. I began a full-time work at Yonkers. It was a local department store that some of you don't even probably remember. My husband at the time enrolled full-time at Grandview, and I enrolled in night school so that I could work full-time because somebody had to pay the bills. As life happens, I was promoted to be a buyer at Yonkers. I began traveling extensively for my work. And after 34 years, had to change careers because they left Des Moines and went to Milwaukee, and I chose not to go. I had 2 daughters. I got divorced, remarried. I started a small business called Appalicious, a concession stand at the Iowa State Fair. Life got busy, and I quit going to night school. To this day, I have always regretted not pushing harder to get a degree. Even with my career accomplishments and being elected to public office many times, there was always a feeling that I should go back to school to get that piece of paper. Many of you here today can probably relate and reminisce on your life's path, identifying life-changing events, blockades, and detours. Regardless of what has been thrown your way, being here today to receive your degree is a huge accomplishment. And I applaud you for your determination and commitment. No matter where life leads you, you should always have a set of core values you turn for guidance. 2 of those values for me that have always remained was my commitment to service and really hard work. I never thought I would be an elected official or even hold public office. I became engaged through volunteer work at my children's school. I was a PTA mom. And in 1999, there was an initiative started to increase the sales tax using those revenues to rebuild all of our schools in Polk County. And I was the parent rep on the school's first campaign. Our first time out, we lost by 43 votes. And that following November, we went back out, and we passed it by a very large margin. And this was my first experience with campaigning and getting a better understanding of how the community worked and how when people come together, you can make a difference. Because of my involvement in school issues and people encouraging me, I decided to run for the Des Moines School Board. I secured a seat in 2003, and 14 years later it was 2017. So 14 years on the Des Moines School Board is a pretty long time. I have always been a proponent of quality education for all. During my tenure with the board, my goal was to expand education access, especially for the preschool students, to ensure that all Des Moines children could enter school with a strong educational foundation. I also have believed strongly that quality schools were integral to a successful community. I left the school board because I saw how decisions that the city was making were impacting our schools, so I decided to run for at-large Des Moines City Council position. My bid was successful, and I served as a council member for 7 years until I was elected mayor of this great city. But if you had told me years ago that I would someday be the first female mayor of Des Moines and that I would be giving a commencement speech at Grandview University, I would have said, absolutely, no way. However, I've never felt so fulfilled in my work to make this city the best it can be for our residents. My story is a testament to letting things happen as they come. As my former boss always told us, be fixed in your goals, but flexible in your approach. As you sit here today, ready to enter the world as a well-educated individual, I encourage you to examine your strengths, talents, and values, and see how to use them to serve your community. Graduates of Grandview are well acquainted with the concept of vocation, as this term is central to the academic framework that Grandview University offers. Vocation, or a strong feeling of suitability for a particular career or occupation, is reinforced throughout the campus through academics, athletics, and activities. And I applaud Grandview for holding a Vocation Week each year, allowing students to experience what the true meaning is and how you can devote your best self to something greater than you. Between your core values and the university's focus on vocation, you each have an unshakable foundation for taking each opportunity to serve others while fulfilling yourself. I want to offer some values I believe all people should consider. Leadership. Great leadership doesn't always mean taking the top spot. It often means taking a back seat to support the work of others. We need leaders in all sectors to create progress, driven by the knowledge and experience of various individuals. We must make an effort to unite people and support each perspective to develop well-informed, positive improvements. Community. Your community is where you anchor your roots for your family, today, and generations to come. To ensure a prosperous future, dedicate a part of your time to bettering your community. You might even run for local office or be a mayor someday. Learning doesn't stop once you've fulfilled your academic goals and received your diploma, so knowledge becomes very important. Your community will always need forward thinkers who are willing to listen and understand and can innovate when needed. Never lose your curiosity. There is no limit to what opportunities might come your way. Respect. Life doesn't always involve easy conversations and decisions. Respecting those around you and understanding their perspectives is only one way to reach an agreement that values all parties' needs. Authenticity. The most valued person you can be is yourself. Bringing forward who you are, what you believe in is core to forging lifelong relationships with peers, coworkers, friends, and family members. Your network should be filled with individuals who can confidently say they know what you're all about and will support you. And collaboration. The most extraordinary ideas are formed by multiple minds. Having a well-rounded group of individuals to complete a task or project will result in the best outcome. Collaborative work acknowledges that you never have to do anything alone because we are better together. Balance. Strike a balance between work and life. Take care of yourself so you can care for others. I think I'm still working on that work-life balance, but most importantly, don't forget to have fun and enjoy the ride. and kindness. Last but certainly not least, be kind to others, but most importantly, be kind to yourself. As I look at this year's graduates, I see a group of individuals set on creating a better future for yourselves and others. While I wish I could convince all of you to stay in Des Moines and be a part of this community after graduation, I know that you will go on to many different directions, but wherever you go, be a part of making your community the best it can be. So congratulations again, and Skol Vikes.
The Honorable Connie Boesen, a visionary leader who is addressing the issues facing our capital city, we honor you today. As the first female president of Grandview University, to you, the first female mayor of Des Moines, thank you for winning a victory for girls and young women across Iowa. We salute you. A lifelong resident of the East Side, to college at DMACC and Grandview University, and then a varied and impactful career, you have always and will continue to give your all. Your service on the Des Moines City Council and now as mayor highlights your commitment to making our city better through your dedication to bringing people together, supporting public schools, prioritizing safety, and revitalizing neighborhoods. A passionate advocate for students while serving on the board of directors for Des Moines Public Schools, you were always willing to roll up your sleeves and get to work. From improving access to quality preschool to increasing graduation rates, you have worked to improve education for all students. Your Louise Noun Visionary Woman Award from the Young Women's Resource Center and the United Way of Central Iowa Advocacy Award are testaments to the impact you have had on our community. Your recognition as a Des Moines Business Record Woman of Influence, and recently being named one of the Des Moines Business Record's top 25 most influential leaders, highlights your commitment to leadership and excellence in all you do. Your commitment to your vocation, helping others succeed, and your life of service exemplifies what we hope for all of our Grandview graduates. For the work you have done and the impact you have had on so many lives, we thank you and honor you, Ms. Boesen. In recognition and appreciation of your career-long service to our community and, more importantly, its people, Grandview University is honored to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. The Honorable Connie Boesen, visionary leader, passionate advocate for students, commitment to vocation, and dedicated to the betterment of our community. By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Grandview University and by the great state of Iowa, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, and grant to you all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations. Thank you, Mayor Boesen. Okay, graduates, are you ready? I know, you've been very patient. Good job, we're getting close. A few items of note as we formally confer your hard-earned degree upon you. I will hand you your diploma and will extend my hand to shake yours. If you prefer, extend a fist bump or a simple wave. This is your day, you do you. Graduates, are you ready? Dr. Williams, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Let's go.
Before I introduce the candidates for master's degree, I want to address an oversight made during the creation of the printed program. Unfortunately, we accidentally left out the recognition for several graduate students receiving their degrees with distinction. While the online program correctly includes this honor, the printed version you have does not. We sincerely apologize. Regardless, we want to commend you for your outstanding achievements and well-deserved distinction. Candidates for the master's degree, when directed by the faculty marshal, please stand and make your way forward. The following candidates have met all necessary requirements and are hereby recommended by the faculty of Grandview University for the following degrees: the Master of Education, the Master of Science in Analytics, the Master of Science in Athletic Training, the Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, the Master of Science in Organizational Leadership, the Master of Science in School Counseling, the Master of Science in Sport Management, and the Master of Social Work.
Cassandra Ashman. Kevin Bowman. Kelly Bloomquist. Bethany Cole. Christy Dana. Nicole Hegewald Hora. Samantha S. Hennington. Kelsey Abigail Henshin. Christine Hill. Mackenzie Langstrot. Kristen Ann Moore. Dana Renee Bockelman Recker. Carla Rivas. Kirsten Patrice Schroeder. Cody J. Anderson. Samantha Ann Ingman. James Elwood Esty. Nathan Michael Hamilton. Oh, I'm way ahead. We're gonna wait for yours. Elizabeth Anastasia Hurlbutt. Ryan David Morfeld. Jacob James Tollefson. Jenna Leanne White. Jasmine Alexander. Allison Aranivas. Ariana Caddick. Chelsea Caitlin Chapko. Rebecca Christensen. Megan Dillavue. Megan Ellen Duran. Charisse Annette Dupuis. Ariel Yordis Engel. Dana Beth Ferris. Brianna Marie Gaylor. Taylor Marie Harding. Caitlin L. Holm. Audrey Pearl Hood. Samantha Jo Ivy. Shelby Carr. Cecily Liphart. Alexandra Martinez. Ilea W. Moore. Abigail Catherine Plackey. Madison Plagencool. Tate Irene Scartweet. Rain Serena Robinson. Julie May Sun. Avery M. Schweitzer. Emily Mary Smolinski. Reve Stewart. William Chevelle Thomas. Miranda Marie Tiller. Brooklyn Way. Seth Allen Clow. Sarah Danforth Flippin. Brennan Frederick. Robert Isaacs. Emmeline Hermione Powers. David Reesby. Colby Franklin Royal. Laren Michael Simon. Nathan Paul Wilcoxon. Nelson Bacassis. Ellie Michaela Blosser. Mackenzie Ann Calhoun. Lindsay Nicole Holmberg. Brody Lamp. Mackenzie Ray Olson. Marion Marie Coover. Jacqueline Duden. Janice Ray Fenton. Kimberly Michelle Rodriguez. Callie Jo Henricks. Michaela Ray Hinners. Karima Coco. Alicia Reynolds. Kimara Roby. Emily Beeham. Mila Isabella Trombino. Alexis Kate Wernemont. Ashley Renee Wiggin.
Candidates for the master's degree, please stand. Madam President, I am honored to present the candidates for the Master of Education, the Master of Science in Analytics, the Master of Science in Athletic Training, the Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, the Master of Science in Organizational Leadership, the Master of Science in School Counseling, the Master of Science in Sport Management, and the Master of Social Work.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Grandview University and the state of Iowa, I hereby confer the Master of Education, Master of Science in Analytics, Master of Science in Athletic Training, Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Master of Science in Organizational Leadership, Master of Science in School Counseling, Master of Science in Sport Management, and Master of Social Work. Degrees on the candidates presented and grant them all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree, when directed by the faculty marshal, please stand and make your way forward. The following candidates have met all necessary requirements and are hereby recommended by the faculty of Grandview University for the following bachelor's degrees: Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and a Bachelor of Social Work.
McKenna Adkins. Diana Awayo. Jalen Aganiga. Braden Cole Anderson. Rachel Iona Anderson. Leonardo Anacini. Lier Ayarza. Prince Bagabo. Van Ding Boy. Gabriel Beardsley. Sydney Nicole Beasley. James Beatty. Isla Petrovic. Hannah Ray Beveridge. Tapash Bhattarai. Isaac Blake Sisko. Charity Boss. Naomi G. Borland. Alan Joe Paraños Brewer. Andrew Brittingham. Aaron C. Brown. Fabian Brown. Prince Slancone Brown. Olivia Nicole Brown. Lily Grace Burkhead. Kyra Cantillo. Ian Carlos. Christine K. Carter. Camry Chaia Kuvan. Adeline Chance. Margaret Clifford. Bryce Cockrell. Jackson Ray Cockrell. Edie Kokovic. Olivia Connors. Peyton K. Cook. Benjamin Michael Craven. Zachary Armand Q. Wendy Michelle Danitz Hart. Marcy Ray Davis. Sorry, R. Mario Wilbert De La Cruz Ziviri Jr. Ezra Denny. Emma Elaine DeStichter. Ava Marie Diaz. Tegan Duma. Emma Kathleen Dunleavy. Brady Dua. Maria Alejandra Ekwal. Elizabeth Lucille Marie Elkins. Annabelle Fank. Catherine Fogarty. Samuel Londano Ibarra. Paulo Marquez. Melanie Ortega. Elizaveta Ordenteva. Alvin Musinya Chavera. Ofik Circus. Emiliano Laguna Cuellar. Lorena Lee Kern. Aiden Foster. Ryan Foster. Jake Marshall Frederick. Madison Fry. Daniel Galili. Kennedy Gall. Yerisa Lilia Gallo Campos. Paulina Garcia Areola. Edward Lewis Garner V. Clay Joseph Garrettson. Alicia Gay. Journey E. Gehring. Rachel Elizabeth Gore. Tanera Ray Mariah Gray. Ryan Griffel. Nia Lee Guerra Ozampariapa. Haley Haynes. Emily Ann Hall. Abbott Hayner. Creighton Hadding. Cole T. Haynes. Destiny Mary Ellen Hegwood. Jenna Noel Pastor. Paneza Haritzer. Davis Herndon. Abigail Kristen Herrick. Linnea Hitala. Patrick Lee Hirth. Kaylee Hudnafield. Dim Thien Huai. Noah D. Huff. Ryan Christopher Hulse. Young Huynh. Xavier Jackman. Trayvon Jackson. Alexis Jemison. Dane C. Johnson. Chantel Jones. Desi Jones. Laura Jones. Lily Anna Mae Jones. Dominic E. Judge. Stephen Kaler. Isaiah Lamakaika Makado, Kalima Azuma. Carlin Timothy Keith Jr. Connor J. Keller. James Peter Kiernan. Carly Rebecca Node. Kikaba Kilahau. Cody Elijah Krushwitz. Gabe Kuehler. Matthew Cole Kaufman. Cambry Ladd. Karen Michelle Landaverde Lara. Rashawn Martinez. Bowen Larson. Ella Larson. Easton Lee Larson. Martin Lane. Julie Wynn Lay. Jonah Leifker. Alec Ray Lemke. Eric Laborio. John C. Lopez. Christella Luyai. Callie Mae Mabel. Riley Ray Mackey. Cole Lee Mayer. Jenna Mall. Lisbeth Marquez Sedano. Lauren Olivia Martin. Jesus Martinez Aviles. Sydney Faith McAsland. Jenna Ann McDonald. Justin McCoon. Austin W. McMillan. Abby McIntyre. Corey Mendoza. Marco A. Mendoza. Abby Meyer. Isabel Nancy Miller. Isabella Grace Milisevich. Gloria Angelica Morales. Jovan Mitchell. Dominic J. Morris. Benjamin James Murphy. Cleo Joe Murray. Eloge Nadia Nidiadia. Zachary Marcus Neese. Philip A. Nestler. Emily An Nguyen. Ian Nichols. Timothy Nimley. Derek Allen Oberhelman. Armin Orick. Isabella Alexandra Pastorino. Anna Christine Paul. Eki La Pa. Eshi Pa. Jasmina Pa. Kwe Le Pa. Umi Eden Pa. Scott James Pengelly. Vinnie Perales. Jared Cole Perrault. Isabel Pershing. Stephanie Ann Sandvig. James Piper. Ellen Polich. Trevor Howard Pulse. Caitlin Rayfelt. Madeline Rayor. Alex Reynolds. Megan Diane Rieselman. Gage Allen Ritz. Connor Robertson. Joshua Rocha Mendias. Aaron Michael Rodriguez. Leilani Rodriguez. Melissa Leah Rowe. Gabrielle Regan Rorda. Imanol Saldanga. Pierre Salib. Brian Sanchez Oleve. Chad Allen Sales. Clement Scasia. Michelle Schultz. Madison Elaine Schumacher. Mickey Fate Seeley. Anissa J. Shabazz. Sirloom Sherbibi. Katie M. Shepard. Calvin Stewart John Seek. Henry Charles Seaver. Oscar Silva. Logan Skipton. Jordan Slagle. Shelby Elizabeth Slavin. Cooper Smith. Jacob Smith. Cade Summers. Ty Lynn Desan. Caleb Spranger. Cassandra Stewart. Tate Stein Smith. Emily Tavija. Carson Taylor. Isabel Tatmeyer. Davin Miles Thompson. Mason Lee Thompson. Elise Rayanne Thorson. Trent Sterling Tipton. Hannah Nicole Townley. Kennedy Tunnick. Finese Owizu Jelson. Alana Van Balagoyan. Selima Vezovic. Chevelle Kiala Wagner-Schun. Sven Jonas Waldmeyer. Zachary Joseph Wallace. Caitlin V. Wamser. Krista Lee Warren. James Michael Wartick. Kyle Weber. Cole Weckman. Jason Michael Wieland. Benjamin Welch. Rayanne Renee Wells-Smith. Aiden Weckman. Joden Ezra Ann Wyckoff. Brenna K. Yoakum. Alexandria Anderson. Hira Bugel. Jada Lenice Coleman. Jada Lenice Coleman. Emily McGuire. Alexis Dorset. Beth Ann Doyle Thomas. Jennifer Young. Macy Sierra Mosher. Jaren Shimire Obia. Salvador Ramirez Garcia. Elizabeth Runneberg. Mia Elizabeth Schumann. Amelia Schwarzkopf. Tiona Deshawn Williams. Tayana Deshawn Williams. Reed Jason Abbas. Jessica Elizabeth Anderson. Elizabeth Unomini Joe. Jersey Ray Bender. Esther, Esther Nijal Goanar Chol. Keisha Christensen. Madeline Marie Constable. Keely Elizabeth Cookson. Pushpa Dimal. Camille Dixon. Ellen Hetzel. Lisa Nicole Jennings. Ava Erlise Kane. Jenna Kathleen Ladaghi. Mara Larson. Liberty Christiana Lees. Josie Elizabeth Loneman. Michael Meacham. Emily Marie Miner. Sydney M. Nelson. Leslie Reyes Guzman. Lawrence L. Rivas Jr. Cassandra Rizika. Emra Catherine Schermacher. Maya Sean Schmicky. Raina Elizabeth Sickles. Naomi Ami Sadeki. Josephine Elizabeth Sowers. Avaya Rian Taylor. Michael D. L. Thornton. Natalia Villegas. Melanie Elizabeth Vry. Nevea Jalen Wood. Travis Anderson. Iman Khalid Adam. Emily Atkinson. Madison Kelly Guzman. Gracie Lee Hagel. Nicole Hook. Kendall Rachel Karnatz. Jenna G. Kidman. Jennifer M. McMillan. Janice Lily Elise Morrow. Jillian Ann Overturf. Empty Ka Pa. Sarah Lynn Robin. Connie Jean Welcher.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree, please stand. Madam President, I am honored to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, the Bachelor of Science, the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, and the Bachelor of Social Work.
By virtue of the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Grandview University and the great state of Iowa, I hereby confer the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Bachelor of Social Work degrees on the candidates presented and grant them all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. Would all of the graduates please rise for a moment? Before my closing remarks, I just have one last directive for all of you. You may move your tassel to the left. And you may now be seated. Thank you. Class of 2025, what an extraordinary moment this is for you, for your families, and for all of us at Grandview University who have had the privilege of walking alongside you towards this day. At Grandview, our mission is to engage, equip, and empower you as learners to explore your vocations, fulfill your potential, and serve the world. You didn't think you were going to get out of here without hearing that one more time, did you? As a school for life, we are a place that prepares you not just for a career, but for the lifelong adventure of growing, learning, and serving out your destiny. And in that spirit, we're going to learn one more thing today. I'm going to teach you a new word. Now, this word you will not find in the dictionary because it's a word that I made up. And it's a word that captures, hopefully, who you are and what the world needs from you now and in the future. And that word is adaptitude. Adaptitude is a mashup of three words that you do know: attitude, aptitude, and adaptation. It is a skill set that will help you shift and pivot when the rules change, and they will change, enabling you to flex your attitude to strengthen your aptitude for the adaptation that you will need. Now, we don't offer a formal degree in adaptation here at Grandview University, although at this point, I think many of you have earned one. Some of you achieved personal bests or captured conference or national championships. Yeah? Yeah? Some of you tried something new, a class, a club, a research project, a leadership role, and discovered strengths you never knew you had. Some of you met lifelong friends or even a lifelong partner right here on this campus. And all of you have grown in ways you never could have anticipated prior to passing under Grandview's iconic bridge that very first time. Every one of those experiences required a leap into the unknown, a new frontier, if you will. And your adaptitude will equip you to overcome any challenge that awaits you around the next turn. I want to share a tool with you that you already possess, that you already have, whether you realize it or not. It's called your Reticular Activating System, RAS for short. Now, your reticular activating system is a powerful part of your brain, and it acts like a filter or a gatekeeper for your inner self. Every day, your brain is bombarded with billions of pieces of information, and your RAS decides what to pay attention to and what to ignore. And here is the amazing thing about your RAS. You can train it. For example, When you focus on a goal, your RAS goes to work. It starts to notice things that align with your focus, helps you find open doors and meet the right people and discover ideas to support your journey. Perhaps you've experienced this already. Maybe you buy a Grandview red car, and all of a sudden, all the cars on the road are Grandview red. That is your RAS at work, filtering your world according to your focus. Imagine if you set your RAS toward building a life of vocation, service, leadership, and courage. Imagine the opportunities you will begin to see, doors you will be brave enough to knock on and open, the impact you will inevitably make in the world. In other words, you don't have to leap blindly into your future. Set your RAS to leap with purpose and possibility. Your curiosity, spirit, and Grandview education will help you land exactly where you are meant to be. As we close today's celebration, I have just a few things more to share with you. Today is my why, my absolute favorite day of the year. Joining you in celebrating your achievements is the culmination of all we do for you here at Grandview. It's been a privilege and a joy to congratulate each of you on this stage for your hard-earned achievements. Each time you look at your diploma in the future, I hope you pause to thank all of the people who helped make today possible for you. Let's also acknowledge all those who have worked so hard to plan today's ceremony: the musicians, staff from the registrars, provosts, and president's offices, and the Iowa Event Center staff. Let's give them a round of applause. And next, our faculty. They created the curriculum, spending countless hours in and out of the classroom, expanding your knowledge, your confidence, and your skill sets. They advised you, supported you, and helped transform your lives. Faculty, please rise or wave as you are able. Graduates, go ahead and thank them. Thank you, faculty. And let's not forget our staff. They have worked diligently, often behind the scenes, supporting you, praying for you, coaching you, and cheering you on, just as they are today. Staff, please rise or wave as you are able. Graduates, you may thank them now. Seated with faculty are members of the Board of Trustees and President's Council. Would all members of the Board of Trustees and President's Council please rise so that we can thank you? And last but not least, graduates, as you cross the stage today, we heard much celebration. I know your loved ones here in the audience and at home did much to assist you during your college journey. So go ahead and take a moment to locate your biggest fans in the audience and show your appreciation for all they have done. And you can stand up if you want. A few logistical details as we end our time together this afternoon. We have a tradition here during Grandview's commencement celebration that as we recess out of the hall, the faculty and staff will form a corridor and applaud our graduates as you exit. So parents and friends, after the benediction, we ask that the assembly remain seated until the stage party has left the arena. Thank you for supporting this tradition for our graduates. And guests, you may exit the arena through either the north or south doorways. Please make your way over to Hy-Vee Hall, where your graduates will greet you. Graduates, wherever your journey takes you, remember this: you will always have a home at Grandview University as a Viking for life. Congratulations, class of 2025. At this time, I invite you all to stand and join in the singing of the Grandview Loyalty Song. Please remain standing for the benediction.
Graduates, may God bless you on your journey. God bless your work and your rest, your dreams and aspirations, your relationships, and all the lives you will touch. God bless all faculty and staff, those who are retiring and those looking forward to summer. Family, friends, and loved ones, may God continue to bless you as you give your love and support to those graduating today. Graduates, you have been called to venture where you cannot see the end, by paths never yet taken, through perils unknown. But go forth in good courage, knowing that God's hand is leading you and God's love supporting you. May God bless everyone here, travel safely, and go in God's peace. Amen.
Thank you.